Yes, guys, it's another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. It's Danny Glover, and today I'm joined by the leading top promoter, Flips from DFC. Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral. So yes, what I mean, I've even got the glasses on today. We're gonna have a real good, intelligent conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, so people know more about the promoter Flips and what he does, and yeah, we're gonna also talk about the latest and greatest within and around the boxing and combat world. So first things first, let everyone know sort of like where you're from, what's your background.
So basically, I'm from Southeast London. Um, I run a boxing promotion called DFC. Um, I've come from more of I don't want to say I've come from that sort of background, but a lot more people know me from like football,
Okay.
from my time with SE Dons. And off the back of that, we built up DFC. It's kind of taken up a life of its own. And yeah, we've done 9 shows. And I'm privileged to be sitting next to the voice of DFC, the lead commentator on DFC. Honestly,
Thank you.
I don't think there are a lot of people who don't get the credit that they deserve out of DFC, and I feel like you're someone who legitimizes us in a big way because you wouldn't be involved in any Mickey Mouse sort of boxing.
No.
So I just want to say thank you for being a part of it. Like even the other day, I bumped into Spencer Fearon in Royal
Okay.
Resistance, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was showing him DFC, and I was like, oh, Danny Glover commentates on DFC. It's proper, it's proper. So honestly, you give us so much credibility. So thank you, man.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Big up to Spencer. He's the original master. The master knowledge. Tunde being the master genius, and myself, Danny Glover, the master aficionado.
Master efficient.
So yeah, man. No, it's a privilege and honor to be chosen as the lead commentator for DFC. And yeah,
Thank you, man.
I believe in the brand. I respect what you're doing and what the company's about, the integrity. So
Thank
that's
you,
why I'm
man.
involved in it.
Thank you.
But yes, talking about like your background, you're from Southeast London. So what's your heritage? Are you like
I'm from Sierra Leone.
okay,
Yeah, I'm from Sierra Leone. Both parents from Sierra Leone. Um, yeah, all the way through, like great grandparents, great grandparents, all from Sierra Leone.
what part of it?
Freetown. So,
Okay,
so I'm a descendant of the slaves, like direct descendant
the
from the slaves.
Maroons from like
The
Nova
Maroons,
Scotia.
yeah. Oh, we
Okay.
say you know about the Maroons,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
my nanny who's still alive. Obviously, my family are Jamaican,
Yeah.
but she's from the Maroons in Jamaica, like
Okay.
Nanny of the Maroons. I don't know if
Yeah.
you heard about them.
No, no, no.
Yeah, where they fought like the British and stuff like that.
Okay.
And yeah, it was doing very warrior like people. So, yeah, I know about all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you've kind of have a claim to being FBA also because your family would have started out in America originally on those
Oh, is it?
plantations. Yeah,
Okay.
because then how you guys got free
Mm.
and sent and brought back to Freetown in Sierra Leone and also those in Liberia, you got asked to represent Britain
Okay.
in the Civil War against in America where it was that
Oh, yeah,
divide.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then for that representing, you got
I didn't know the two incidents were connected. I didn't know that the Civil War was connected to slavery. Okay, okay, yeah, that's
Because
nice.
there was some who wanted to keep it, and there's some who wanted to, and also Britain wanted to break away from America because it was all before it became the United States.
Mm.
It was it was like the North and South divide. It was it was a lot going on
Okay.
in them times.
You
But
learn something new every day.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
So okay, so all right. So then so what part of Southeast London? What part of
Okay, so I grew up in the Greenwich borough. I'm from like the Kidbrook area.
Okay, Ferrier.
Um, the Kidbrook. Nah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah,
You
no,
didn't want to claim him.
nah, I'm from the Kidbrook area. And I never actually lived on Ferry. I always lived down the road from Ferry.
What, like more Samuel Montague area?
Yeah. So
Okay.
just off the Rochester Way and that. So like the next turn on Rochester Way after Broad Walk, which went up to Samuel Montague, was
Mm.
my road. So yeah.
Okay, so what was life like growing up round there?
It was what it was. Like you
Mm.
see with me, yeah, um, my life has kind of always been different compared to other people from similar environments.
Yeah.
Because you know, you hear the cliche stuff in boxing, oh, boxing saved my life. I was going down a bad path and all of
Mm.
that. And while, you know, being a young man growing up in South London, you're always going to be up to some mischief. Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
But I always felt as if I've always been good with my words, so there isn't a situation I can't talk my way out of.
Okay.
So
Well, that
yeah,
helps
yeah, you
with
know,
the current, you know what I mean, current occupation.
yeah.
So
So yeah, it was sweet for me to be fair. But yeah, you make alliances and friendships with different sorts of people with from different walks of life and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just always been calm for me.
yeah. So what schools did you
Ah,
attend?
so I went to I went to 5 primaries and 4 secondaries.
Five
Yeah.
primaries. Okay, so you didn't want to do the cliche, but so what happened with
So,
these five primary schools?
so okay, so the 5 primaries, yeah. Okay, so I like okay, so my first place where I lived was in Peckham.
Okay.
I lived on North Peckham Estate till I was 7. Yeah. So I started nursery, but I could read when I was 2. It was mad. So I used to bite people in nursery. Yeah,
All
because
right.
they were teaching me stuff I already knew. So I had to start school early. Yeah. I started reception at the age of 3, but the only school that would take me was a stage school.
Okay.
So they had me doing like tap dancing and shit. And like my mum was like, nah, not my son. Because
Mm.
obviously I'm from a single parent household and my mum was like, she knew there wasn't like a dad present in the house. So she was always like, you have to be a man. Like she doubled down on it. So I went to a stage school called Bright Sparks at the age of 3. Then at 4, when other schools would take me, my mum moved me to a school called Ickfus, but I had to do reception again. Then I went to Gloucester on North Peckham Estate,
Okay.
Gloucester Primary School, and then we moved houses to Bermondsey, so I went to Tower Bridge School. But she wanted me to go to Sir John Cass, but there wasn't a place in Sir John Cass initially, which is why I ended up at Tower Bridge for a term. Then I
Oh.
went to Sir John Cass, so that's 5. And then in secondary school, I went to St. Paul's Cathedral School, but that school ended in year 9. So I went to Portland Place, but Portland Place was up London, and I would always be tired coming home from school and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, them times I was in year 9, so I'd always stop off at Hamleys because Hamleys was on the way home. I'll go in there and play
Mm.
PlayStation, you know.
Yeah.
So then I went to Riverston, and then obviously my mischief kicked in, and I got kicked out of Riverston and went to PRU for year 11. So yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's sounds very yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot of there's a
yeah,
lot to take in that,
there is.
you know, a lot of moving.
But I think obviously you see with schools, yeah,
Yeah.
like a lot of your long term friendships are made in your school days.
Yes.
So I think that's where I learned to kind of navigate and deal with different sorts of people and make a lot of friends and yeah, like it's kind of helped me with my social skills in life in general. So
Okay. So what type of student would you say you was? Was you like a more academic student? Was you more sporting student?
I was well rounded, you know.
Yeah.
Um I was well rounded. I was good academically, definitely.
What was
Um
your favorite subjects?
Favorite subject, I would probably say was maths. I I was I was I was good at maths.
Yeah.
But I was kind of sporty. But you know what it is? You see, when we like, especially with guys here, when we talk about sports here, there's a
Yeah.
lot of revisionism. Like people are convinced that they were the man at the sports in school. Yeah, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas you see with me, I was all right.
Yeah.
Like, I could do a bit. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was fast. I was fast. But you know, like in terms of football and stuff like that, I got picked for all the school teams that I ever went to. I got picked for, but
Okay.
I was never like first name on the team sheet. Like I was an athletic black boy, innit?
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I was good academically. I was good academically. But yeah, school was fun, man. As a person, I was a bit of a class clown.
Okay.
Like I would never be in the middle of the trouble, but I would have had something to do with the starting of the trouble, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
an instigator, and obviously now I'm an instigator in real life. So yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So then, after school, did you go sixth form or college?
I tried. I tried. Lord knows I tried. Obviously, as I say, single parent household. My mom's African. She wants you to be on your books as much as possible.
Yeah, was she on one saying like doctor, lawyer, engineer?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I tried going to I tried going to a few sixth forms. It just wasn't for me. And I remember I went to you know the one that used to be in Woolwich, Greenwich Borough College, I think it was called.
I think I know what one is. It
It's
near the
like
roundabout?
yeah, if you're coming from the roundabout where the McDonald's is,
Yeah.
it will be on your left
Yeah.
after you've gone past the mosque and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I went there for like a month, couldn't do it, and then I went to Blackheath Blue Coat sixth form,
Okay.
couldn't do that either, and then I went to BBA sixth form in Thamesmead.
Oh, I don't know that one.
So Bexley Business Academy, I went to that sixth form, and I remember like my attendance just dipped. Because you see, one thing that isn't recognized with the transition from school to college is you go from being forced to be somewhere
Yeah.
to it kind of being at your own discretion.
Yeah, optional.
Yeah. So I remember I got kicked out of my last sixth form, which would have been BBA, I think. And I remember I was talking to some girl at the time, and she showed me about some IT apprenticeship where you could get all your qualifications,
Mm.
and they would pay you for going.
Okay.
It was called Xenos. It was based in Romford. And I remember before I told my mum I'd been kicked out of sixth form, I made sure I signed up for Xenos so I could say I've been kicked out, but this is what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah, just say it looks like you're just transferring. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ginos.
So you know them ones there. So I did that, and then yeah, I went to Xenos. I completed the courses, and I built a career off the courses, off the qualifications I got from that. So
Okay. What was it you studied?
so it was an IT apprenticeship. I got like CompTIA A plus, N plus, MCDST, ADITP, yeah, and a couple more IT qualifications. So it was just basically learning IT support, and I've kind of just climbed the ranks
Okay.
in
Oh,
that as my career path in my day job. So yeah.
okay. That's good. So, what then? Where did your love for boxing and combat sports? When did that start with you in life? Would you say?
Um, I've always liked boxing. I can't say I've always been a hardcore. Definitely not.
Okay.
I've always liked boxing. I mean, I used to geek out on Vladimir Klitschko's entrance with "Can't Stop" and all of that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Yo, that's unique, you know, because people don't say things like that,
yeah,
like
yeah.
blood
No.
entrances.
Vlad entrance is like Vlad in a stadium in Germany is a big entrance, bro.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously before that, you know, I grew up being kind of scared of Mike Tyson, bro. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Because obviously those are the times where he was that Mike
Yeah.
Tyson, not
Yeah.
Mike Tyson that fought Jake Paul.
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. We're not done
like
like that.
real Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Iron Mike.
Yes, I remember when he had the brawl with Lennox Lewis when they did the face-off thing, and they were kind of on two podiums,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden the lights got and Mike's over there,
Yeah.
and like everyone's coming over and everything. So I remember those days, but as a hardcore, I think what got me back into boxing was the AJ boom.
Okay, yes.
Because he really glamorized boxing over here. Like when Fury boxed Klitschko, I watched that, but I wanted Klitschko to win because I said I really liked his entrance.
Yeah.
But then the AJ boom is what got me into it. At the time, I wanted to lose a bit of weight, and I thought, bro, look at what AJ looks like. It would have been September 2019. So AJ had just lost to Ruiz in the June.
Yes.
And I remember I was like, I need to lose some weight. So I walked into Gumshield Boxing Gym with Steve and Ryan and Louis.
Yeah, Steve Barrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my old coaches.
And that was when I first ever started training.
Okay.
So I had hit pads before at Pound Sterling used to own a gym on Lee
Yeah,
Harrow.
pound for pound.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'd hit pads a few times in there.
I went in there once, broke up a couple of my brethren.
Yeah.
They thought they could.
Master aficionado.
No, a couple of street brethren, yeah. What was it? Like it was like New Year's Eve, and they was talking about, you know what? I think you've lost it, you know. Like, I think I could
Man,
take
don't
you.
respect boxing,
No,
bro.
no, but you know, obviously we've all had a little drink or whatever.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
like, yeah, man, can take you.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, we can go to a gym, you know, we can find a gym tomorrow. They're like, yeah, New Year, yeah, all right. So then they're like, oh, where's the nearest one? Where's the nearest one? And then somebody come up with like, oh yeah, let's go to Pound Sterling Gym, pound for pound on the Eye Road. And we ended up in there, and I was surprised they actually like really went in the morning when they sobered up. So I said, okay. I'll send you the videos of it. It's on YouTube.
He's saying they called out Master aficionado.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Yeah, no, but you know what it is, yeah? One thing that I've learned in my time in boxing is street guys don't respect the art, you know, like, because of how easy people make it look. So me, I learned the hard way, yeah? I started training. I remember my first spar, I dropped someone with the meanest left hook, yeah.
Okay.
I thought I was Tyson,
Yeah.
I was like, like, I hit like a truck,
Yeah.
And this bod would have been like a 45-year-old man about to have his first white collar. But I thought, I'm the man. So I'm walking around the gym calling people out for sparring and stuff. And I remember there's one guy, his name was Carl, and he was on the exercise bike, And I was like, bro, you look like you're my weight. Like, I need some sparring. Can we get some rounds in? And he was like, bro, I'm not in shape. Like, I can't do it. And I was like, no, we can do 1.5 minute rounds. I remember this like it was yesterday. And he was like, are you sure, mate? I was like, yeah. Bro, he gave me the arse whooping of my life.
It happens.
And that was what made me really start respecting boxing. Like, this shit ain't a joke, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, the AJ boom got me into it training wise. And like from there, I've just kind of, because AJ and Conor kind of boomed around the same time. So AJ won his first world title in 2016 against Charles Martin. That was the same year that Conor won the second belt against Eddie Alvarez in MMA.
Okay, you talk about Conor
Yeah.
McGregor.
Oh, you thought I meant Conor Ben?
Yeah,
come on, man. Don't doubt me like that, man.
Let me see where you're going with this one.
Come on, man. No. You should have checked me for that. You should have checked me.
I was waiting. No, I'm going to let you land. I'm not going to drop the gun. I'm going to let you.
So, so I got into both sports around the same time. And I've just loved it ever since, man.
Okay. So you didn't follow like the AJ Olympic?
No. So I first became aware of AJ properly on the Froch Groves 2 undercard.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was at that fight.
So obviously I was hearing like the word was spreading that there's this AJ kid, he's just knocking people out in the first round and stuff like that. But on that undercard, I can't remember who he fought.
It was no one special, I remember.
But then like I locked in properly for the Dylan White fight.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was the one that got
I think that
everyone.
gripped
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, from there I was just like, yeah, I love this shit, man. Like,
Okay.
seriously.
So then, is that so? You're saying when you went to the pound for pound gym to
Mm.
lose weight. So when did your like? So is that when you started like doing weights and stuff like that as well, or was you on the weight stuff before?
I've always done weights, yeah, but never seriously.
Mm.
And then I started doing it seriously because I had one unlicensed fight myself in 2021.
Yeah, I seen that one, and it makes me laugh when you're saying when you slump the breader in the gym because I remember I see you drop the breader and then you're walking around like
You
you're
know what? Yeah, I planned that.
the
Yeah,
way you're walking around. I'm
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
this breader thinks he's Iron Mike.
But you know what it is, yeah? Like honestly, it's something that made me because I always wanted to get into doing shows.
Yes.
Yeah. But I was like, if I'm ever gonna do shows, I have to make the walk myself because you fought like honestly, your experience in fighting trumps mine times 100. Yeah, because you've been in the amateurs, you've done your thing, your history in boxing is a lot deeper than mine, so you understand this more than I do. That if you haven't been there and you haven't experienced it, you won't be able to relate to fighters as much as someone who has.
Yeah, because the saying goes, "He who feels it knows it."
Exactly.
Because I've been punched up.
You know
Everyone's
what I
hit like,
mean?
do you know what I mean? So I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like when you feel dejected.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want, as we spoke about, earlier, like the last thing you want is a brother trolling you and making a mockery because
Yeah,
then
man.
you want to thump off his face.
You know what I
And
mean?
it's like,
So
yeah,
like honestly, I think it's helped me in knowing how and when to communicate with fighters and stuff like that. So I think that's one of the things that we have at DFC over other promotions. So yeah, it's really helped, man. But I will never ever do it again. I will never fight. Like,
no,
I'm I know my strengths and my weaknesses, bro. I'm not built for
okay,
that.
fair enough.
I'm not built for that at all.
Yeah. So then, but you said you got into, you said you was like all right at football. So how did you get into the SE Don um, squad?
So you see with the SE Don stuff here, um, like believe it or not, I'm not someone who will sit down and watch a football match unprovoked. But because it was my friends, it just felt like linking up with a man them on a Sunday.
Okay.
So initially, Strapsy, he had his Sunday league football team, and he started recording it as part of like a vlog, like a day in the life sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I just picked up traction, and there's nothing that can beat the authenticity of just man them. So it just picked up speed, and yeah, like them lot have gone on to do the whole non-league thing now and everything, and the growth is amazing to watch. But when it gets to a point where it's not the man them anymore, like me for one, I start to lose interest in because my love isn't football. My love is being around the man them. But it's the natural evolution. It wasn't gonna be man them till the
Forever.
end of time. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, they're doing well, man. So
Yeah. Okay. And then what gave you the idea to say, I want to start my own boxing promotion or boxing league?
because I thought to myself, obviously, if anyone who's familiar with SE Don sees the media side of things and the infrastructure was there, and I thought to myself, if we can translate this over to boxing, we could do a madness here. Because as I say, the AJ boom was happening. You're seeing Eddie Hearn. At the time, no one could touch Eddie Hearn in this promotion thing.
No.
And at the same time, I became familiar with the UFC product as well. So I'm seeing all of these things. I'm like, we could replicate this on a smaller level. And yeah, I remember we did the first two shows in Beaverwood. And then on the third one, that's when you came along and you took us up a notch as well. And
So,
the
no, go on.
Yeah, so yeah, I was just gonna say like it's just grown ever since.
Okay, so the Beaverwood one was one of them, the one where Big
Doug,
Doug was on it.
Doug was on DFC one. That
Okay,
was the
yeah,
first
because
ever
I
DFC.
like that entrance he did with the whole
Yeah,
the SN1 thing.
yeah, it was a madness because we were involved with a gym at the time called TUA. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I know that gym.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had got a guy called Benny Joseph to come down and fight Doug. Yeah, and like Benny, anyone who knows Benny knows Benny's like he can be erratic, and we were worried that Benny would do something off key, like try and kiss Doug in the ring if they faced off. So I'm in the ring waiting for Doug to come in, and I've heard the SN1 because I try not to be aware of anyone's walk-up music until the night.
So it feels natural.
Yeah. I was like, this is cold. And I've seen the videos of him walking through it. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I wish I was a part of that. But no, yeah, that was a big moment, man.
Okay, and then you moved to your venue to Maidstone.
Yeah, went to bowling for DFC 3.
Yeah.
That was when Big G fought. Um, and that was a jump that we were kind of forced to make because Beaverwood were like, we have too much crowd. They can't handle it.
Okay.
So that's when we went to bowling. Then we did the 2 back at Catford.
Yeah, with Don Strapsy was on one
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
And then and the one before that was Kay and Scott the first time. Kay Danko and Scott Riley.
Yes, yes.
And then we came back to bowling, and like you've been at both Catford and bowling, and I think it's fair to say that Kent love violence. Like
Yeah, yeah. They've always
the
loved
Kent, the
violence.
Kent
Though.
crowds. I see. I didn't know that until we did DFC there.
No,
But,
okay.
yeah. Kent loves violence, bro.
Yeah, because what it is, there's always someone who gets the main attention, like for counties, like everyone talks about, yeah, Essex, oh, but Kent, man,
Yeah, Kent.
they're
love
on, they're, you know what I mean?
I don't think there's anywhere like Kent
There's
in
a
the
lot
surrounding
of
areas of London.
serious guys in Kent.
Yeah.
And remember, Kent is the biggest county in England.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, like it stretches coast like to Sheerness and lays down.
Yeah, and then you've got
Folkestone.
Hastings, because Marlon's from Hastings.
Yeah.
And that's deep, deep, deep Kent. Like he was all telling me it takes him an hour to get from where he is to Maidstone, and I was like, "What the hell is Kent even that big?"
Yeah,
But
it
yeah.
goes all the way to Folkestone where you get where you go. Then from Folkestone you go through the tunnel where the Eurostar tunnel.
The Dover and all that.
Yeah, Dover
yeah,
and all
yeah.
that's all Kent.
Yeah.
So it goes far, man. Even Isle of Sheppey, where that M. Arbor is from, which is like an island, and that's still classified as Kent. So Kent's massive. But
Yeah, that's mad.
yeah, so yeah, I'd say that it is a good location that you have chosen. And funny thing is, the first time I actually went to that place, it was called something else before when it was.
Was
a
it called
nightclub.
like Gallery?
That was it. Yes,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Luke Gibb.
Yeah.
I remember when he was like the guy on the door doing like the clipboard,
Okay.
and then he become like a manager, and then he got hold of the venue and that. So I remember because I remember even when I first went there with my brethren, we had a table. The doorman was like, "Oh no, we ain't letting you guys in there." And then Luke was like, "Sarge, is that you?" Because I ain't seen him in a while. I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh no, they're fine." Then obviously all the the
And Luke's good stuff, man.
yeah, no, he's proper.
But it's like I say, I think we've been blessed with this DFC thing. It's boxing people.
Yeah,
Like even you think about Luke. Luke isn't even involved in a boxing capacity, but he's an ex-professional. He's done his thing.
yeah.
Been around the boxing circuit. So yeah,
Yeah,
man.
me and him, we was on we was on the circuit together. I've been the amateurs, known him for years since we was like teenagers. Yeah, and you've got a lot of credible people from when you had John Garton as referee.
Yeah.
He used to box with me at the Lynn.
Okay.
Yeah, me and him
Yeah.
used to spar and that. He's a former British champion. Sam Hetworth.
Yeah, Sam
used to
Hetworth.
box for Fisher.
But that's the thing, yeah. So you see, like people like Sam, when Sam gets a bit of stick from people about his referee, and I'm like, bro, do you know who that is? Like, people come and complain to me. I'm like, I'm the wrong person to complain to because Sam knows a lot more about boxing than I'll ever know, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, we try and keep it credible, man. Seriously.
Yeah, and the thing is, people, I know, as you said, Kent people love violence, so they just want to see a man literally go down the sword. But
Yeah.
you have to have safety first, and that's one of the reasons, as I said, why I respect your brand and why I'm involved with the company, because I see you do all the measurements. You have on site doctors, ambulance. You've got proper credible refs who know, when to step in.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is not like professional fighters where, and it's not like a world title fight on the line. So you
Everyone's got work the next day.
yeah, exactly. So you have
We've
to
all
be
got work the next day.
careful when you see a man's eyes swimming, because we've seen some,
Yeah, we've
and even
seen.
on your, we've seen some very bad knockouts on your shows. Do you know what I mean?
Representing.
Do you know what I mean? So I've seen some very vicious knockouts
Yeah.
on DFC. Big, massive highlight reel style.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Who represented? Oh man, he went down like Hurricane Melissa. Bloody hell.
Hey,
My
no.
Jamaican brother went down like Hurricane
Nah, that
Melissa. It was
was mad.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Luke Powerfree. So yeah, talking about some of the fighters, how do you manage to scout, or where do you find the fighters?
You know what? There isn't actually a formula to it, I do think though that by how you carry yourself and your product, you attract the best fighters.
Yeah.
But I do need to give credit to Louis, because we can have all the best fighters in the world or in the local area or whatever, but the matching, and Louis as well is a boxing person. He's wise beyond his years. He's only about 25, but he's been in boxing since he was a toddler.
Okay.
So he's boxed for Eltham, and then at a very young age he started coaching for Eltham as well. But I think the way that he matches these fights brings out the best in what is already a good group of fighters.
Yeah.
So he needs to take some credit as well. But yeah, I think we just attract good fighters because of the quality of the product.
Yeah. And then whose idea was it to start implementing like K1 matches? Because I'd never seen one live. The last time I used to watch K1 match was like Eurosport, the days when Steve Holsworth used to commentate with that, like Ernesto Hoos and Bob Sapp and all them guys. So whose
Yeah,
idea was
Bob
it?
Sapp,
Yeah.
Bob Sapp.
And Fedor Emelianenko.
Emelianenko,
Them
yeah.
man there back in the day, like Eurosport time. So whose idea was it to bring like K1 into the forefront? Because that has really, I'd say, raised the bar and brought it to another level.
I can't say that was my idea. That was definitely not my idea. I think it would have been my friend Jack. I got a friend called Jack who's at every DFC.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, why don't you involve like another discipline? I think initially the idea was to bring in MMA. But my thing is, MMA when it's not in a cage is a bit messy.
Yeah, when it's that pride style, innit?
Yeah.
When it's not really, yeah.
And what I wouldn't have as well is we won't put a cage in and have people boxing in a cage. I've seen boxing. Like I was at a show the other week where they were boxing in a cage. Then literally, like there was one fight in particular where a guy was just getting pushed up against the cage and getting his body worked. And I thought that would never happen in a ring because they would go over. It was literally pushing him up against the cage. So I was like, okay, what's the closest thing we can do? And we end up getting K1 involved, which Marlon helps match up, and he puts on crazy fights as well. And I think we've got 5 K1 fights in December. So
5.
yeah, 5 K1 fights.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big card. It's the biggest card ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's very good because and what I was gonna say on the next one, because shout out to Greenie, because he's helped me like learn more of like the intricate rules of K1.
Okay.
So yeah, because certain things I'm saying, and I'm not understanding why the refs breaking or warning, and he's telling me the rules, you can't do this, you can't do that. And, do you know what I mean? So big up Greenie, because he definitely knows what he's talking about on the K1 rules and stuff like that. And then also another thing you did is when you had your first women's match. That was.
You see me. I'm not really before then I was never really a fan of women's boxing. Yeah. And I say that not to say that women are any lesser than men in terms of boxing, and because there's the opinion out there of women in football and stuff like that, and I think you can see it's evident to see the quality drop off. But I think that's probably due to genetics and a lack of resources. But women, when they scrap, they scrap.
Yeah, yeah.
But I had never actually taken in women's boxing. I don't know why. And then, but I'd always wanted women on DFC because it's a platform for everyone.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, that's the first ever women's fight I watched.
Oh, so you haven't watched like Katie Taylor?
No, so the first Katie Taylor fight that I actually watched was her rematch with Amanda Serrano
Okay.
on the Mike Tyson co-main event.
Oh yeah, you need to go back and watch the first one.
Oh, was that mad?
That's the best one, I think.
Okay. Yeah, so these two girls, and the thing is, with Adriana who won,
Yes.
there was she was very much underestimated. Everyone like who was kind of involved with that bout thought that Rosie would be too much for Adriana. Not based on ability, but based on more mentality. I think the perception was Rosie has a bit more dog in her. And I remember in the second round, I went to Louis. I was like, "You lot have severely underestimated this girl. Like she really impressed me." And then she went on to fight for a title on the last one. Lost to Janet, but like
Janet is very skilled.
Honestly, I got so many messages about her. I don't think I've ever been messaged that much about one single fighter after a DFC. And you think she featured on the DFC with the biggest main event in Marlon and Gatti. Probably the craziest fight with Jake Goldsmith and Tyler Davis, where they knocked each other down.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And the fact that I was getting messages about Janet just shows how good she is and how much she impressed people, man.
Yeah. So I see that, and one thing I do like as well is that the story with Lyndon Coombs, like he's been on every single DFC, you know, he had a rocky start, but now he's really coming into his own. And I'm seeing in the last two performances, especially the last one, how his boxing's improved so much, his boxing ability. And then I see he even won a belt recently in the Midlands. Obviously, that's where he's from, innit? Yeah. So big him up.
I think Lyndon, like, it's hard to find someone who will come and fly the flag for your product as much as Lyndon would, because especially in the unlicensed game, like in boxing, there's no loyalty, and I don't say that in a bad way. I don't expect there to be loyalty.
Yeah. Because
fighters need to look after themselves primarily. But to have someone who's fought on all 9 of our shows and is going into the 10th show is an amazing story, especially with how Lyndon's trying to better himself, and the journey he's on with like his weight and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's a thing that I was mentioning on the commentary last time, that the amount of weight he's dropped, like if you go back to DFC 1 to now, is that people wouldn't realize, but if you actually go and watch a video of DFC 1 and then see him come to DFC 10, and then you'll be like, wow, like you actually see this guy.
Wait, do you follow him on Insta?
Yeah.
Have you seen how much he runs?
Yeah, he runs actually, because his engine is abnormal for a man that size. He's like, he is literally. I've got a quote I like saying: "There's built for show and there's built to go."
Yeah, he's built to go. He's built to go. Like you see a man like me, I'm probably built for show because I can't run that much.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm built for show, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm built for show. Yeah. Lyndon's built to go, and I'm so proud of him. He hasn't lost this year.
No,
Hasn't lost
that's
this
what I'm
year.
saying. And I noticed is the improvement he's made, boxing skills wise. Because remember, the guy he beat the last 2 times now,
Danny Cook, yeah.
Danny Cook. I remember when he come out in the yard vest and he slumped the bread up. He just dropped the hammer or 4 on him. I just thought, oh my god. So, and a lot of people on paper thought Danny Cook was going to beat Lyndon, and then Lyndon beat him, and then people thinking it's a fluke, so they run the rematch, and he beat him even more convincingly the second time round. So people got to start putting some respect.
I'm so proud of him, and he's making some noises. He said that he wants a title shot against the winner of December early next year, and I'm in no position to say no to that. So yeah, we'll see how he goes on in December, then we'll take it from there.
Yeah. So what's the plans for the next 3 years for DFC?
It's in God's hands. That's the way I see it, because the way that it's grown so much already, I didn't expect it to grow this much this quickly.
Yeah.
But God's kind of carried it, bro. I'll be real. We want to do more shows. The initial phase was about building a quality product.
Yeah.
Then this phase has been about building and maintaining consistency. So after December, we would have gone 6 times in the last 15 months. All good shows.
Yes.
So we've maintained now it's about further enhancing that consistency to more regular shows.
Yeah.
So this year we would have done 4 dates this calendar year after December. Next year we've got 4 dates booked in. And we want to add another 2 in different locations.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've got 4 in Ballin booked, and we want to venture out to other places as well.
Okay.
So that's the plan, man.
That's good, man. So then, regarding like, see with like the fighters, do you have some of them like under contract, and then some are like freelance?
No, we have no one under contract. Anyone who's loyal to DFC just loves DFC.
Okay.
I think we've built up a family vibe where everyone feels valued and respected, and yeah, like the fighters get along with each other as well. There's an air of respect. Obviously, sometimes it's a fight game. You're going to get some fights with bad blood, but majority of the time it's all respect, and everyone's just there for each other and stuff like that. So we've got a good dynamic there. So no one really wants to go anywhere else.
Yeah. And I saw an interview with you and Paolo, and I saw, well, it was a clip, and it was about some rival promoters, and you was like, they know where we are, they can pull up anytime. What was that about?
Nah, you know what it is, yeah? You see me, yeah? Sometimes I talk before I think.
Okay. Because I didn't know where that came from.
Paolo set me up with that, because Paolo was like, "Oh, have you got a message from the haters?" Yeah.
Okay.
Now, number one, I'm not aware of any haters. Yeah.
I'm not aware.
Like
Either.
we're just good guys. Yeah. Get along well with people. We do business the right way. Put on good nights, and we'll go to work on the Monday. Yeah. But I think in that moment, I don't know what came over me. Just the promoter came over me. I started talking rubbish, and that's the one clip that they chose to put out. Like,
Okay.
they didn't put out any clips of me being peaceful and friendly in the whole interview. But that one clip is what they put out. So I think I got set up there.
Yeah, you got done dirty there. Yeah. So yeah, let everyone know where they can how they can purchase tickets, or how they how they can come to the next show and stuff.
Go on the official DFC underscore on Instagram, or contact fighters. And yeah, those are the 2 ways to get tickets.
Yeah, big. So yeah, let's get into let's talk some.
Bro, a lot's going on right now, you know. A lot's going on. Bro, a man gave me breaking news on the stairs, bro.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, or you probably will know by the time this comes out in a couple of days, but Fabio Wardley is now the WBO heavyweight champion. Alexander Usyk has vacated the WBO strap. Fabio Wardley, being the interim champion, has now been elevated as the full champion. So yeah, what's your thoughts on that breaking news I gave you on the stairs on the way up here?
I think you can't help but be happy for Fabio.
Yeah.
From the journey that he's come from. And I think, especially as a man that's in the unlicensed game, I think this should be the start of the board probably taking note of unlicensed boxing. Because a lot of people, this is another thing that that we spoke about on the chat with Paolo that he never uploaded. But there's this thing where people like to refer to unlicensed boxing as semi-pro boxing.
Yes.
And that's something that me as an unlicensed boxing promoter, I don't really agree with. I think it's disrespectful to the professional ranks, first of all. And while
And I think it's disrespectful to the amateur boxers. Do you know why? Because I remember when I was boxing amateur, and you'd get these guys, oh yeah, mate, I'm semi-pro. I'm like, so what do you think you're higher than
above,
me?
yeah,
Above
yeah,
us?
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that used to
yeah,
rub me
yeah,
up the wrong way.
yeah, yeah,
When they used to, when they used to do shows in Coronet,
yeah, 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 yeah. Elephant and Castle,
yeah,
yeah,
Elephant
yeah,
Castle and Caesars and things like that. Go, yeah, I'm semi-pro. I'm like, you're not.
yeah. No, no, I don't agree with that. And a lot of people refer to us as semi-pro. And while I appreciate the effort to probably separate us from people who put on rubbish unlicensed shows, the fact of the matter is, no matter how much we dress it up, we're still unlicensed.
Yeah.
I do think that with the growth of the unlicensed space, the board need to get involved.
Do you know what? I was actually, that's the one thing I wanted to talk to you about because I saw a post. I was literally trying to find it today, but I remember I was on either Twitter or Instagram, and there was a thing by England Boxing where they were saying any fighters who have been boxing on any other type of organizations, I mean unlicensed stuff, unlicensed boxing, need to declare. And then I saw in the comment section it was like people saying these guys want to get in on the action. Basically, they want to get some money out of these guys fighting on these other, you know.
I think there needs to be some sort of governance from a fighter welfare perspective. Because because obviously on DFC we do our due diligence. Obviously, we have medicals, we have the ambulance there, we have everything on site. Yeah. However, not everyone goes through that, and I think there needs to be measures in place to force people to go through that.
Yes.
I think only when there's some sort of governance can it be referred to as semi-pro. There needs to be some sort of quality control of the fighters and some sort of governance. I do think because of the different styles between amateur and pro, because obviously in amateurs you're boxing 3 2-minute rounds.
A lot more fast paced.
Yeah, it's point scoring. Where I think that there's space for a bracket of semi-pro to bridge that gap between amateurs and pros if it's done properly. But I do think, back to the original question, I do think Fabio Wardley winning a world title from a white collar stroke unlicensed background kind of pushes the cause to say, you know what, there are some talented boxers in that space. And if you come in and govern it how you should, there'll be a lot more success stories.
Yeah.
From a boxing point of view, however, I think it's reminiscent of AJ's rise in terms of AJ didn't get a chance to have the learning fights. As soon as he fought Charles Martin and won that world title, it was okay. Now you're at the top. You can't come down from that level.
Yeah.
I do think Fabio Wardley probably needed like 2 or 3 more learning fights. I think this forces him to the top and he can't kind of turn around from it now because he's a world champion.
Yeah. But I don't think he wants to turn around anyway. I think
Yeah, no,
he's a man who's running.
he's a man.
He's running to the fire.
But as someone who looks at him from an outsider's point of view,
Yeah.
I do think he probably needed 2 or 3 more learning fights before he hits that top level. But I'm buzzing for him.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely buzzing for him. I was at the Joseph Parker fight recently, and he brought down a good crowd from Ipswich. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll make a lot of money with Frank Warren.
Yes, Ipswich is like my second city, man. I
Oh, is
used to
it?
be up there a lot back in the day with
Oh,
my
yeah.
boys and that going Liquid and Envy, Fire and
Oh,
Ice, Pals. Yeah, man, we was up there.
Master
regular.
Fisher. No,
Yeah, back in my more mischievous days. Do you know what I mean?
The Sarge, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, I know. Yeah, what was the hardest? There's quite a lot of clubs up there. But yeah, no, it was a good times up them time. But yeah, Fabio Wardley, good because I was even at the fight when he fought at the
At the stadium against Hooney.
something road, Portman Road.
Portman Road, yeah, against Justice Hooney.
Yeah, against Justice Hooney. So yeah, man. That's it. Zest. Anyone who remembers Zest back in the days as well, that club there. But yeah, no, I think he's going to do very well. First world champion from the East Anglia area and Suffolk County. So yeah, man, and then obviously talking about his last fight, we had with Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts about the breaking, well, the news I broke
Bro,
about him
bro,
having a bit of the old nose candy?
I saw Fight Fan TV broke the news. Yeah, I didn't even. I thought to myself, I'm not asking no questions as long as it come from Fight Fan TV. Because you know there are other platforms that, without being funny, like there are other people who would have broke that. Yeah,
Mm.
and I would have been like, yeah, whatever. I would have gone to Google to verify it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Soon as I saw it was Fight Fan TV, I said, yeah, lock it in, bro. Like that's certified news. But as a person, you wouldn't expect Joseph Parker to be on all that, yeah. But as you said earlier when we spoke about it, it made sense because his energy was more
More
this time,
aggressive than
yeah.
usual from the press conference, from the weigh-in in the fight, and as he seems like a normal, happy-go-lucky guy, and it seemed out of character for him. But as I said to you not long ago, where I said, you know, you are the company you keep.
Birds
You
of a
know, if
feather.
you know what I mean, flock together. And if you're hanging around man who's come
Mm,
out openly and
mm,
said
mm,
they don't mind a bit of
mm.
marching powder, then you turn into a bit of a
Yeah.
nosy Parker. Pardon the pun.
That's a nosy Parker, you know. Yeah.
So
It's out of character for him, I think, but is what it is. But yeah, it's recreational, right?
yes, but it's a stimulant
Okay,
because
yeah.
when the man takes that,
Then he's on go time. Yeah,
yeah, you know
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah.
Then man think they can take on the world. It makes your reactions and senses more heightened to be more reactive. You know what I mean. Even when he was ducking below, you know what I mean, he was
But
very erratic.
they were saying that it can be used to mask things as well, like as a masking agent.
I don't know about that because that it comes out of your system within 48 hours. They
Okay.
say so. It's like very dumb. The guys I've spoken to who are ex boxers who, they tell me they used to do a bit, but they're saying to get caught for that, you're actually done because
Yeah.
it leaves your system. You could take that on the Monday or fight week and get tested on fight night. It's gone. It's because it was even if you took it on a Wednesday, it should be out of your system by Saturday night.
But some people can't fight the addiction, though, man.
Yeah, but the way the tests showed, it said that he took it on the day. So he's got in. That's why if you listen to the music I put on there with Valiant, when you look into my eyes, I know some charge up. So there's a reason why I put that music there. Man, like Christopher Savage, he clocked it. So big ups. He clocked it. I always like to put a little music theme behind the story I like to
Yeah.
usually post. So yeah, it was a bit very,
Yeah,
very,
that's amateur from him, man. Like,
very. I don't know what was going on with him. Why he would think to do that, but he's saying that he's saying he's going to try and clear his name. So we'll see what he comes up with. But if he ends up getting a 4-year ban like Liam Cameron, that's basically the end of his
yeah, that's
career.
it. That's him done.
So
That's him done. He might have to go and box on like a Bieber license or something.
no, because it's UCAD, so he probably won't get any fights in the UK, which is where he's made most of his money. But he can always go and fight. I guess in New Zealand, Australia.
Wait, did
Well,
you see that? Speaking of Bieber licenses, um, Hunter turned down Itamwat to go fight Eli Frankham on a Bieber license.
yes, yes, I saw that at York Hall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on a Friday.
that was very disappointing to see.
Yeah,
So I'm not.
but
Yeah,
I get along well with Eli, so I'm happy for him. But yeah, that move didn't make sense from Michael Hunter to me.
yeah. So talking about sort of influencer boxing as well, actually. Or it's not even you don't do influencer boxing, but what's your thought on? You said you saw the news today
Yeah.
about Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
I think, regardless of Jake Paul's current or previous occupation as a YouTuber, you've got to respect him for getting in there with Anthony Joshua. Because there's always things of Jake Paul's opponents hunting out to knock him out. I doubt Anthony Joshua will play by that tune. Like
I hope not.
it would surprise me. He seems as though he's someone who always kind of wants to prove himself. Like, look at how he dealt with Ngannou.
Yeah,
So I would hope he goes in there and like fights how he should. But I do think that like with a, like I'm hearing things on Talksport of Anthony Joshua's tarnishing his legacy even taking this fight. The way I see it is, if I'm gonna offer you, let's say twice or three times as much money to do an easier job than you currently do, you're gonna jump all over that opportunity.
Absolutely.
But I do think that anything that lasts longer than the second round is an embarrassment for AJ. So him taking this fight has put a lot of pressure on himself. For the way that he's talking about wanting to go on and box for a third world title and stuff, he should finish him within 2 rounds. And that's me being generous.
I hear that.
So if he doesn't, then I think that's an embarrassment for him.
My opinion is, I think this is a one-round job. If he took Ngannou, flattened him in two, he should not. He should flatten Jake Paul in one. And my opinion is, if he doesn't flatten him, if he gets out of that first round, I personally would think something's fishy with the fight, because I wouldn't expect Jake Paul to last against Ngannou. And Ngannou's a massive, massive man. And you saw the way he bent his legs backwards.
Yeah.
So I don't see how. Remember, Jake Paul's a man who lost to Tommy Fury. You know, let's keep it a buck. So I don't see how he gets out of the first round. But as people's talking about, because I had friends messaging me, oh, he's tarnishing his name, is a joke. Da, da. Like, listen, at the end of the day, when Anthony Joshua finishes his career and it's all said and done, he has to make whatever money he's accumulated in his career last him to the end of days, and it's got a generational kids. He can't go down Quick Fit and ask for a job, or go down I don't know, Yates.
I said Yates, you know,
and ask for a job
you
on the
took it
doors.
old school, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yates.
I mean, he can't come to balling and ask for a door on the job.
Like, you're a real old school man, you know. I said Yates.
Yeah. I used to be at Yates in Lewisham and Rising Sun in Catford. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can't come to, you know, as I said, you can't come to balling to ask for, yeah, can I work the doors tonight? Mate? You got any work? Flips. Do you know what I mean? He can't do that. That would be that would be tarnishing his name. So, and as you said, if you can do a job, if you know you can do a job for 2 minutes, because AJ in his head, he should be thinking, I can flatten this guy in 2 minutes.
Of course.
So if you're gonna get paid like 20 million to just punch a bread in his face one time, why wouldn't you take it? I don't care if you've got millions in the bank. We've all had a good run in life and stuff, and you know, you go holiday and you have a great time. But listen, I still know I need to top up that bank account here and there. There's still bills.
Course.
I'm sure he's got dependents back in Nigeria and wherever that he's having to send money to. Do you know what I mean? He's got kids, and he's going to think about the grandkids. It's about generational wealth. When you're looking at people with them big, like them big wedding houses and courts and stuff like that, with them paintings and themselves, that's old money. So to accumulate old money, you need to keep generating for as long as possible as you can physically possibly do. So if Jake Paul's offering you a mad bag, and you know you can whack him out easy, take the money. It's easy.
And they're saying he's gonna fight in Riyadh in February.
Yes, because I heard rumors about Ghana in February, but it might be Riyadh. So whichever way.
Yeah, Turkey mentioned it on the broadcast on Saturday. He said Riyadh February, and then he said he's gonna try and make what I assume is the Fury fight, because that biggest fight in British history in September.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Because I've seen some videos of Fury training with his dad.
Okay.
On the pads, so he's keeping himself, you know, keeping the metal oiled, shall we say? Like, he ain't just. I imagine he's having a few beers, but he's still training. I imagine.
How do you think that one goes?
At this point in time, if AJ has this fight with Jake Paul, one in February, by the time it gets to the Fury fight, he'd have been more active, and I think he would put himself in a more advantageous position to get the victory over Fury, in my opinion.
I want AJ to win, man, just because of how Fury's messed him around, man.
Yeah, and I'd want AJ to win as well. Yeah, because it seems he has been ducked. Even when I was thinking at one time that it was AJ and Eddie Hearn's fault with the Wilder thing, but then lo and behold, when you actually do some real
Mm.
research, you see it was Wilder's handlers, the PBC lot, and Wilder being naive and silly in not taking that 100 million deal to go and
Yeah, to
fight.
go box on the zone. I think it was like a 2 fight deal for like 100 million or
No, it was
something.
one fight.
1 fight deal.
One fight, and then he
Jesus.
went. Obviously, the rematch, whatever you get, they see how that goes, and then you can
Mm.
reprice up in it. And he decided to fight Fury for a lot less. Um, so yeah, I'd be rooting for AJ in that one, man.
Yeah, no, we need AJ to win, man.
And then being from southeast London, what's your thoughts on Craig Spider Richards fighting Super Dan Aziz out in the motherland in Ghana, December 20th in
First of all,
Detty, December?
it's a big move to take it back to the motherland. Big, big move. Um, I think the push for boxing over there is something that's good to see because, you know, I've lived in Sierra Leone for 2 years when I was younger, yeah. And there's a lot of natural talent out there in terms of all things athletic, be it football, be it boxing, anything. There's a lot of talent out there that's untapped, and I think this will just raise the profile of boxing in the motherland.
Hmm.
So now, in terms of Craig fighting Dan Aziz, I'm not just saying this because you're here, by the
No pressure.
way. um, I do think Craig has boxed at a higher level in terms of the Bivol fight, especially that stands out. I genuinely think Craig is a better boxer than Aziz. That's something that can't be doubted or even debated. Craig is a better boxer than Aziz. Dan Aziz will always be tough.
Hmm.
Dan is Dan is very old school in his approach. He reminds you of an 80s fighter with like his attire as well and his approach to fighting. But I think Craig would have too much for him.
Hmm.
But I think at the end of the day, number one, Africa as a continent wins.
Yep.
But number two, we as a culture, we win. Like, man from South London are going to headline in Africa. We're going to headline the whole other continent. Yeah. Whereas maybe 10 years ago, this sort of fight would maybe headline York Hall, maybe a Copper Box Arena sort of venue, or maybe co-main under another fight. But
In the O2 or something, but
yeah,
yeah, co-main, yeah, chief support type thing,
yeah,
yeah.
but like they're headlining, and I think that both men, you can't help but have respect for them in their paths that they've taken to where
Hmm.
they are right now. I think they both deserve this main event. So at the end of the day, everyone's a winner, but I do think Craig will win.
Yeah, yeah. No, as I sort of follow on from what you're saying, I think it's a really good fight they're going to the motherland to make this happen. I think it's excellent the way Matchroom are tapping in because they've always said they want to be a global brand and
Hmm.
a global promotional company. The way they've gone from the UK market, they went over to America,
Hmm.
started getting fighters over there and doing their thing there, getting some Arab fighters from the Middle East and
Hmm.
stuff like that through the Riyadh season. And then now they're going into Africa, a new continent, tapping into a new territory where when you look at their stable and when you look at the current crop of a lot of top fighters now, I know back in the day, a lot of African parents will tell their kids, you can't be boxing,
Hmm.
you got to
Yeah.
do your education. Boxing's for, idiots and, your vagabond and whatever,
Hmm.
whatever. But now they're seeing there's guys from, if you look at the current crop, for instance, Anthony Joshua, Nigerian
Hmm.
background, Lawrence Okoli,
Yeah.
Nigerian, Fabio Wardley, Nigerian, Moses Itoma,
Yeah.
Nigerian,
Adelaide, Nigeria.
David
Yeah.
Adelaide, Nigerian, um, F.A. Ajagba,
Yeah.
Nigerian. So you're seeing all these various West African fighters. You got Isak Dogbo, former world champion, Ghanaian. You've got Joshua Boatsi,
Mm.
Ghanaian. You've got Chris Congo, Congolese.
Hmm.
Isaac Chamberlain, Congolese, Martin Bakoli, Congolese, Alois
Yeah.
Jr., who's Cameroonian, with a bit of Congolese in him as well. So you've got a lot of African fighters on these stables, you know. So it's only right you tap into that content, because if these are the ones who are over here who've managed to get it,
Imagine
so
what's over
imagine
there.
what's over there, the diamonds in the rough. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they've had world champions from Ghana as well, like Azuma Nelson, Ike Corte,
Who's the guy?
Joshua Clottey.
There's a guy that was from Nigeria. He boxed Vladimir Klitschko.
Oh, you're talking about Samuel Peter.
Samuel Peter. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Nigerian Nightmare,
yeah,
Samuel
yeah.
Peter. You had Ike Ikabuchi.
Yes.
You know, so there's been guys throughout history over there. So you can imagine, you know, you've seen even with UFC a guy who's raw got sent back to Africa trying to get into France for how long in
Yeah.
France? It's in Ghana, comes in, just smashes a brother in UFC. So,
Mad.
and we know if you go to the continent, you see sometimes these videos pop up on Instagram. Have you seen them big hench African brothers, and you got that white woman in the middle trying to do like little
Yeah, yeah,
exercises?
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
got these
yeah,
brothers
yeah.
just running around.
Yeah.
I've even seen the ones on the ones the Ghanaian brothers that are emulating the yard man
Okay.
on the water thing doing the massage. In
Oh
the
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
these
yeah, yeah. You lot set
these
pace with the
specimens.
massages. Yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
got some specimens in the motherland. So if you're
And they
able to,
don't even work out. It's not even a gym thing.
it doesn't.
It's just
I know
natural.
natural. It's just crazy. So if you're able to cultivate them, some of the fighters and fights we will manage to obtain in a continent that has over 1.6 billion people. Listen, that's a massive pool. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a great thing, and we've had great fights out there. You know, historical fights like Rumble in the Jungle in Zaire, Congo. And even in the future, we can go further into the diaspora, into the Caribbean. Remember, we had a fight out there years back in the day in the 70s, where it was George Foreman versus Joe Frazier in Kingston, Jamaica.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the rematch when he was just bouncing Joe up and down off the floor, boy.
Mad.
Yeah. That fight was in Kingston, Jamaica. A lot of people don't even know that. People think of Thriller in Manila and Rumble in the Jungle, but yeah, George Foreman, Joe Frazier, the rematch was in Kingston, Jamaica. So yeah, you can tap out there, and there's loads of places, man. So it's I think it's an excellent look for legacy rise promotions. Shout out to John Mahama, Sharif Mahama, and the family T and all them 258 and all those involved with this up and coming show. So, yeah,
Yeah, it's
man.
proper stuff, man.
Yeah. So what's can you tell us some of the fights you've got coming up for your next show in DFC?
Okay, so we've got the main event is Jim Swayze versus Lee Cook in the rematch.
Okay, yeah, I remember that first fight.
Yeah. Jim came in unknown commodity and boxed his way to a dominant win, in my opinion. And Lee's really dialed in for this one. He's lost like 3 stone in this camp.
Did he underestimate him in the first fight or something? Because he was like an unknown entity?
Yeah, I do think so to some extent. I think that we all kind of did. Because it was like, no one knows who this guy is. And he's very soft-spoken, very polite.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, gave off a very happy to be here sort of vibe. And once that first bell went, he just switched. And he was sending a good jab up the middle, good uppercuts. All the shots up the middle were landing. So I think Lee has no choice but to take him extremely seriously.
Yeah. I never heard the guy speak, so I just went by the look. He looked the part.
Yeah,
But,
he
but I
looks
just
mean.
I didn't know him.
Yeah, no, he looks the part, definitely. And then you've got co-main event. You've got Jack Watson, who stopped Luke Palfrey.
Okay, yeah.
He's fighting against Brad Fowle.
That's probably like the biggest shocking upset
Yeah,
in DFC history, wouldn't you say?
yeah,
Because I did not see that coming. I didn't think, it's so silly of me and naive, because with my experience, I should know everyone can get beat, but I was just thinking,
Yeah,
In
not
DFC,
Luke
I was
Powell.
thinking,
Yeah,
Luke
not Luke
Pamphlet
Powell.
can't get beat on these shows. I just thought he was like gonna just remain undefeated forever on
No,
DFC.
Jack Watson had been in my DMs asking for that fight for months beforehand,
Yeah.
and I wound him up a bit. I was like, yeah, like Luke's gonna toy with you, bro. Like you don't want this fight. He was like, no, I'm serious. I want it. And he came on the day, and he he won every round, and then stopped him in the fourth round, and it was quite upsetting for me because I know Luke personally. Like Luke's one of my favorite fighters to deal with. So it upset me, but you can't help but respect Jack. He he's a schooled fighter. I think he's had like 66 fights across both amateur and unlicensed.
Okay.
Someone that could have potentially turned over, but for reasons known to him, he didn't. And he just wants to prove he's the best. Brad Fowle is a younger person. He's done a bit of bare knuckle boxing. He's done a bit of conventional boxing as well. Done a bit of K1. But he thinks he stops Jack, so it'll be good to see. And there's bad blood there as well. So
Are we gonna see Leon Brown on the?
not December, no.
No,
Not
I always enjoy his
not
entrances.
December. Ah,
He's got
his
some
entrances are the
serious.
best.
Whoever's his mixer, he. It's like you're in a dance
Yeah.
when he's coming out.
Yeah. I really wanted him to be on in December because he's someone who we all know he can hit hard.
Yes.
But he finally got the statement knockout on DFC 9 against Kai Trott. And I thought, now's the time to build on momentum. But obviously, real life has to take priority. So
Yeah.
he's going to miss this one, but he'll be back on the first show of next year.
Okay. And another person I was thinking of, uh, what's the guy's name? I haven't seen him in a while. He has got long arms.
Mm.
I think he's like a light heavyweight.
What colour is he?
Black.
K Dankwa.
No. Light heavyweight.
Who did he box?
He boxed in like definitely DFC 3.
And he's black.
Yeah.
One take.
Yeah, one take.
Ah.
What's happened to him?
One take is he's taking a break from boxing.
Okay.
He's taking a break from boxing.
All right. So he's okay. Oh, okay. He's gone to university. He's in law school.
Yeah, he's in law.
He's in law school. Okay, I understand. You like that one?
Yeah, I like that one. But you know what? He's got an interest in coming back, but he's got to figure out his shit first.
Yeah. I understand.
But it's always easy to think that you want to come back until it's time to come back. So if the time comes and he's ready to do it and he's prepared to, then yeah, we'll always have him back.
Yeah, because him and Leon Brown would be a great
That
fight.
would be a mad fight.
Oh, see?
Oh my God. Master aficionado.
Matchmaker.
What?
Now that's a fight I'd like to see.
That's a mad fight, you know.
Well, I'm just putting it out there.
That's a crazy fight.
Putting it out there. So this one might make the clips if that ever does come to any fruition.
That's a crazy fight right there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta try and make that happen now.
Yeah, man.
I gotta try and make that happen, man.
Yeah, but talking about like back to Lee Cook, yeah, I think he just needs to definitely, as you said, dialed in. He said he's lost 3 stone. Maybe, as what happens with any fighter, you're on a streak, you're getting the name, you're getting the plaudits, you can get a bit carried away with the title, baddest man in Kent and stuff like that. And he's just seen this guy and thought, I just need to turn up and do the business. You don't know, you've run into a brother who you know what I mean? It's hard when you probably haven't got any tape on the guy either.
Yeah.
So I think he will make the necessary adjustments, and I expect a much different fight than the first one.
But in contrast to that as well, you look at Jim. Jim came in, and obviously you've seen the DFC product. You come in for the first time, and you've probably fought on like quieter shows. You can come in and be overwhelmed by the whole thing of
Yeah, because you guys got the balcony going. And it's like It's like a bear pit, ain't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with him, he might come into this like fully comfortable, like, okay, I'm the man here now. And it might make him better as well, which is why the fight is it's such an interesting fight to see who's gone away and worked hard, and who's gone away and probably got a bit more confidence, who's gone away and taken this a bit more seriously, and see how it all comes together on the night. But I don't think the way both guys have spoken, I don't think it goes the distance this time.
Okay. And then also I see you got you're quite close and got good involvement with man like Dan Francis.
Oh, that's my brother, man.
Yeah, it's my guy. And then also you got that there's that young light skinned brother. I think he's like
Oh,
half
Cameron.
Irish. Yeah, Cameron
Cameron O'Callaghan.
O'Callaghan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see his debut at York Hall from the Nielsen Boxing TM14 show. Yeah. So what did you think of young Cameron?
I always wind Cameron up, you know. I'm always like, bro, you've gone pro just so you haven't got to fight the likes of Luke Palfrey.
You're
I'm
taking a
always
bit.
onto him. But I'm so proud of him, yeah, because like, I saw him on his amateur journey. And one thing that people don't know, Cameron boxed Scott as an amateur.
Scott Riley.
No, not Scott Riley, sorry. Marlon.
Oh, Marlon Gillett,
Yeah. He boxed Marlon Killett as an amateur.
Oh, right.
And he also boxed you know that Elliot Eliamasi?
Yeah.
Boxed him as an amateur as well. Like he's boxed some people as an amateur.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Elliot's a big dude, though, man.
Yeah. But Cameron used to be bigger.
Oh.
He came down from like 100 and something kilos.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm so like seeing him how he looks now is alien to me. 'Cause I know Cameron, like I didn't know him when he was 100 plus kilo, but when I knew him, he was a bit bigger than he is now. But I'm so happy for him because he's just a young kid living his dream, man. And hopefully he can push on and stuff. Because like I've experienced some good nights with Dan Francis, like when he won the Southern area.
Yeah,
and
we was
stuff.
there together.
Yeah. You know what I like seeing you at the shows, yeah? Because whenever it's a close fight, I'm just looking over to you like, well, how you got it, bro?
Oh, yeah, and I got you the scorecard, yeah. And I was spot on as well with the scorecard, yeah. That was funny.
Like, you're someone who I trust, like, oh, because sometimes I get too involved emotionally.
Yeah, brethren bias.
Yeah.
It can always take
So I'm just looking at you like, well, how have you got it over there, bro? But I hope to enjoy those nights with Cam as well, man, because Cam's a good kid, man.
Yeah, and great to see Dan Francis now signed with Frank Warren under Warren Boxing Management. With Francis Warren? No, sorry, George Warren and Frank Warren, the stable. So yeah, it's good to see that he's moving on with his journey.
And he's been doing a bit up with you know that Barry that's in Ben Davidson's gym.
Yeah, Barry Smith.
Yeah, so he's been training up there. So it'll be good to see the improvements. I think he's got a run out in Swindon.
Okay.
Next week.
Yep.
This coming weekend, sorry, the 22nd. And then hopefully he pushes on and gets more titles and more memorable nights, man.
Yeah, so he's at the Ben Davison Performance Center. So yeah, that's with and with Barry Smith. That means he's training with
Chris Congo and all.
Yeah, Chris Congo and Alloys.
Yeah. TKV's up there, I think.
Yeah, TKV is with Barry as well. So yeah, man, that's good to see. All right, well, let's get into the penultimate round.
Okay.
A series of questions. You've seen how this goes. So yeah, hit that bell. All right, so red corner or blue corner?
Right, you put me on the spot. That's probably meant to be the most simple one as well.
That's ease you in.
Red corner.
Left hook or straight right?
Ooh, left hook.
For gloves, Everlast or Fly?
Fly.
Cleto Reyes or Grants?
Cleto Reyes.
Rival or winning?
Winning.
Paffin Sports or RDX?
I would say I've never put my hand in a Paffin Sports Club before.
No, to be fair.
So RDX.
Leon or Venom?
Venom.
For the boots, Nike or Adidas?
Oh, I got both. Adidas.
Everlast or Lonsdale?
My first boots were Lonsdale, so Lonsdale.
That's like the
You know,
proper
you know, the,
sports
you know the
world.
black one, yeah, yeah.
Not Sports Direct, you know. Sports World, that was my first job. In Sports World, Charlton.
Okay, yeah.
I was selling trainers.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
The black ones with the white
Right.
thing on the side.
Yeah. My boy Hollywood Josh had them as well. O2 Arena or Wembley Arena?
O2 Arena.
Copper Box or York Hall?
Oh, York Hall.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z.
Bryson Tiller or Brent Fires?
Ah, you lost me, bro. I don't listen to that sort of stuff.
Don't listen to R&B.
No, I don't listen to
Oh.
Bryson Tiller obviously don't, innit? So,
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
Future or Tory Lanez?
Future.
Skeng or Skillibeng?
Ooh, Skilly Bang.
Massacre or Alkaline?
Massacre. What? White CNR? Nah.
Different type of. Different type. He's got bare tunes. Vibes Cartel or Movado?
Ooh. Because in this day and age, it's easy for me to just say vibes.
I know.
But when them all going back to back.
Yeah.
I say Movado. I was bang on hope and pray for like a
You know,
year.
my cousin, Movado's his guy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Craig.
Oh,
Movado
sick.
is his guy. And when you think about when you're dropping a tune in a dance, you're going to get more of a madness when a Movado tune
Yeah,
comes on.
bro. I think Movado was more of a musician.
Yeah.
Like, as music as an art, I think both of them in their primes, Movado was more of a musician.
Yeah. Beanie Man or Bounty Killer?
Beanie Man.
Popcorn or Valiant?
Popcorn.
Steph London or Jada Kingdom?
Oh, Steph.
Shensia or Spice?
Spice.
Mr. Vegas or Sean Paul?
Mr. Vegas, you know. Mr. Vegas, you know. Mr. Vegas. Oh, I'm not picking Sean Paul on some commercial thing.
No. I'm talking about the.
Mr. Vegas.
Yeah.
Mr. Vegas. Because it's easy. A lot of men come here and just say, oh, it's Sean Paul because of a name brand. You know what I mean?
And his songs will pop into your head
Yeah.
probably instantly. But if you actually think about
Mr. Vegas.
Come on.
Mr.
I'm
Vegas.
glad you said that.
Yeah, Mr.
That's how I know you was in the dance.
Come on.
That's how I know you was in the certain man weren't in the dance. They weren't scrubbing. They weren't scrubbing. Their hands was getting that move off me. They weren't. They weren't allowed that. But them man there.
Yeah,
But,
Mr. Vegas, man.
D Block or Dipset?
D Block.
Wu-Tang Clan or Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Bone Thugs and Harmony, man.
Burna Boy or Wizkid?
Wizkid.
Thames or Tiwa Savage?
Tiwa Savage, OG.
For legends, Muhammad Ali or Mike Tyson?
Mike, I'm a man of excitement, bro.
Yeah.
But you don't beat, like, you see when Mike Tyson first came out of jail
With the Kofi.
and he fought the white
Franz
guy.
Bofa.
Nah, was it Peter McNeely?
Oh yeah, the first the Irish
Yeah,
brother.
Peter McNeely.
Yeah.
And I remember, how he dealt with him, and I remember the stare down before the fight. He's looking into man's eyes, and like I just thought, bro, this is like Muhammad Ali was a great boxer.
Yes.
Yeah, great boxer. But you think, like Muhammad, before UFC came along, whatever, the baddest man in the world was the heavyweight champion. Yeah. You could trust Mike Tyson to go in, prime Mike Tyson to go into him with any UFC fighter. I'm not so sure Muhammad Ali had that same fear factor. Where he was a great pugilist,
Yeah.
I don't know, so I would go Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Jack Johnson or Joe Louis?
Oh, I'm not even going to lie to you, that is before my time.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say Jack Johnson because he was the first, no?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sugar Ray Robinson or Sugar Ray Leonard?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah. Michael Buffer or Bruce Buffer?
Oh, it's it's a weird one because I would never have Michael Buffer in UFC and I'd never have Bruce Buffer in boxing.
Yeah.
But I think they're both just great at what they do. But you gotta go Bruce, man. Michael Buffer's just Johnny come lately, bro. Like Bruce has been doing this. Let's get ready to rumble. Like,
No, you're talking about Michael. Is Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
sorry, Michael. I've got to go with Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like his saying is etched in culture. Like it's everyone knows. Let's get ready to rumble. So yeah, Michael
Yeah.
Buffer.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. All right, so we're going to go into some cultural questions.
Okay.
Groundnut stew or okra stew?
Jesus. Groundnut stew because okra stew it draws. I don't like it drawing. You know what I mean?
Okay. Moko or plantain chips?
Plantain chips.
Cassava leaf plaza or yebe?
How do you know about all of that?
Come on, man, I'm the master aficionado.
No, you know. Cassava leaves.
Benny cake or olele and agidi?
Jesus Christ. You done your research now. I take Benny cake. Give me Benny cake.
All right. Pepper chicken or crin crin?
Pepper chicken. Wait, but that's a good little pepper chicken. Give me pepper chicken. Yeah.
All right. Rice and peas or rice and binch?
I'll be real. As a Syrian, I should probably say rice and binch, but I say rice and peas.
Okay.
I prefer rice and peas.
Okay. All right. So for artists, Drizzleek or Emerson?
Emerson. How the hell do you know all of this?
Because I'm the master aficionado, man.
I hear it.
All right. For actors, Kerry David Barry or Fabian Swilranda?
I don't know how you put those guys.
Funny enough, Pester didn't know that either.
Oh, is it?
When I asked him. All right. So for politics, since you lived out there,
Yeah.
APC or SLPP?
When I was there, APC was in power. But yeah, I don't really get involved in that stuff. So I'll just say APC. Because they were in power when I was there. But SLPP's in. Actually, I should probably say SLPP because they're
Pester
in
was
now.
SLPP.
Yeah, SLPP.
But, and that was a few years ago. But he said his family are like they like lifetime supporters.
Okay,
Yeah. All right. So for the up and coming fights, well, we've got one this weekend. David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard.
Smart Money says Benavidez, but I think Yard might do it, you know.
Okay.
I think Yard might do it.
Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr.
I haven't seen much of Brian Norman Jr., so I'm going to say Devin Haney.
Okay. Who you got? Zerdo or Jai Pataya?
Jai Patel.
Naoya Inoue or
Inoue.
Junto Nakatani?
Inoue.
I'm going Junto Nakatani if when that fight comes off. So
Inoue. You know what? I'm not going against Master Aficionado, so Junto Nakatani.
I'm one of the very few people who say that. But
no, but I think Inoue. But I've seen more of Inoue than I've seen of
Yeah, definitely. Inoue is a serious guy. Lawrence Okoli versus Richard Riakporhe.
I think Okoli beats him.
Okay. It's a fight. They just need to hurry up and make this happen.
Yeah,
it's
they need
been
to make it
drawing
happen.
out too long. Justo or Quincy?
Quincy's got a CV in this thing, I heard.
Yeah.
Quincy's legit, I heard. you know, well, I heard Quincy's legit. So I'm gonna go Quincy.
Okay. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury.
AJ.
Okay. John Jones or Tom Aspinall?
I want Aspinall.
Even though after his last fight, when man was having a stakeout with Garnett.
Yeah, no.
After John Jones dealt with Garnett in Cyril Garnett
yeah,
about what?
It was
40
like
seconds?
2 minutes or some shit.
Yeah,
like that.
2 minutes or something.
Yeah, no, I would say Aspinall just because styles make fights, and Aspinall's a lot bigger than anyone that John Jones has fought, other than Gunn, obviously. But we didn't get a chance to see the Gunn fight really play out.
No,
And even at light heavyweight, when John Jones was down there, he was always the bigger person.
yes,
So
yeah. He had a lot of natural advantages over people.
yeah.
BMW or Mercedes?
BMW. No, Mercedes. Sorry, Mercedes.
Audi or Lexus?
Audi.
R1 or R6?
R6.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
You know what? I've never been in either of those, so I don't know. I've never
To look
been.
at.
Bentley.
Okay. For the galleon, dark skin or light skin?
You're trying to get me cancelled. I love them both, man. I got a lot of love to give.
Okay. He's mad, he's mad. Slimline or curvy thick?
Curvy, man. Curvy.
Natural or surgery?
Natural.
For music, garage or house?
Nowadays, I would say house.
Drum and bass or jungle?
Jungle.
R&B or hip hop?
Hip hop.
Slow jams or new jack swing?
New Jack Swing. I don't even know what that is.
It's like it's that same era as R&B, but it's that more sing along type of
Okay.
tunes, like my love.
You know, that's the song that literally came to my head when you said that. Yeah.
So that comes under that kind
New
of
Jack
tune.
Swing, yeah.
Yeah. Dancehall or Afro beats?
Afrobeats.
Beef patty or meat pie?
Beef patty.
Fanta or Sprite?
Fanta.
Ray and Nephew or Appletons?
Ray.
Magnum or Red Label?
Magnum.
Super Malt, Malta or Maltina?
Oh, Maltina, you know.
DJ EZ or Black Coffee?
Black coffee.
Lucozade Sport or Wow Hydrate?
Lucozade Sport.
Okay.
I just had to look down to make sure you weren't sponsored by. Wow.
No. Evian or Drip Water?
Evian. Oh, drip.
Come on,
Drip.
Come on.
Drip.
I think that's the. Oh no, we're gonna go for the much. Matchroom or Queensbury?
Right now, Queensbury.
Top Rank or PBC?
There's no more PVC, is there?
There is, but they like hanging on a thread now. To be fair,
Top rank.
and then Boxer or Golden Boy Promotions?
Golden Boy for now.
Yeah.
But Boxer came in with a lot of potential, you know.
No, they did.
I thought Boxer were going to come and govern, because when everyone was running off to Riyadh, I thought Boxer would govern the O2 shows and stuff like that here, but yeah, man, it's not gone to plan for them.
Yeah, it is what it is. But yes, you passed the penultimate round. So yes, let everyone know where they can follow, where they need to follow social media and stuff like that.
Follow official DFC _ on Instagram and DFC season, DFC SZN on all other platforms. And yeah, that's it.
Love that. Also, when's your next holiday? Because I know you're a man who loves to travel. You know, you go there. I see them. I can't ever forget that comment when the brother tried it, and he was like, "Yeah, something." But have you ever been in?
Well, when I was like, "Oh, have you ever seen life from the top of a Samoan mountain?"
That was serious. That was serious. Have you ever seen life from a Samoan mountain?
Well, I think right now, like DFC has taken over my life. So hopefully, sometime next year, I'll be out of it again, and I'll have more captions and comments for you.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. But yes, make sure that you follow at Fight Fan TV Live on the YouTube, Fight Fan TV Live on TikTok, Fight Fan TV Live on Instagram, and you can also follow me at Danny Glover FFTV on Twitter, or X/Twitex, as my boy Basic Kids like to call it. So yes, please make sure you hit up official DFC. Make sure you turn up to the next show that will be in Balling Maidstone. What date is it again?
December 7th.
December the 7th. Be there or be square, but be there, because then you can see the action inside the squared circle. And there you have it. It's Danny Glover for Fight Fan TV Live, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. And we've been joined today by one other, then Flips from DFC. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance.
Resistance.
You know where it is.
You know what it is.